guys, what's up? Caleb Downing here, and today we're looking at the WASR-10, or AK. It's AK platform. This is the WASR-10, pin and welded to 16 inches. This is a really fun AK, I think, and it does have an adjustable frontside gas block on here, and it has been adjusted so that it should run suppressed without being extremely overgassed. So anyway, what we're doing today is we're going to look at suppressors that I have that fit this AK. It is pin and welded with a, I think this is a NOX, right? Sons of Liberty NOX. I think that's what it is. Anyway, it's a dead air mount, so I have to use cans that can use a dead air mount. So if they have specific threading and things that don't allow them to swap out like hub kind of stuff and go dead air, then I can't use them on this specific AK, which is kind of sad. But this is what we got. This is what we're shooting. I think it's 124 Wolf, whatever it is, the Wolf stuff, and hopefully it's going to cycle and run for us. But we have a menagerie, a smorgasbord of 30 cal suppressors for you guys. Let's see which one works the best on here. We'll see which one sounds the best on here. Despite the wind, I have my mic underneath the bill of my hat, hoping that it cuts down on some of this wind. This would be a great opportunity to see if it does, because it's really windy right now. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to get some good sound experience out of it. It's not really testing, but sound experience out of it. I've talked enough. Let's jump into this and let's shoot some guns. Let's do it. Alright guys, so there you go. I hope you found that interesting. I would love to hear from you guys what you thought about the suppressed AK. What is your go-to suppressor for the AK? Because I know some people really like the Wolverine, I think is what it is. There's some specific AK suppressors out there, and they're made specifically for the AK. I mean, that's what I just said. And then these are all 30 cal cans. All the cans I shot today are 30 cal cans. Some are more flow-through, some are not flow-through, some are like form-ish one suppressors. I think it was a decent menagerie, a decent spilling of different suppressors. We weren't able to use every single one that I would like to have because this AK is pin and welded with a NOX, I think it's a NOX, right? NOX device, whatever. It's a dead air mount, right? So dead air mount. So I'm only able to use dead air stuff. So like the Griffin Armament can is a fantastic 30 cal can, but since it's not hub, I can't switch it out and play around with it, so at least not on this platform. So that's why we didn't have every single 30 cal suppressor out here today, because some of them are proprietary-ish in their mounting systems. Hope that makes sense. But I'd love to hear back from you guys. Which one of these cans seem to work best to your observations? I can tell you we only had one malfunction. I think that was a magazine issue, and that was with the TiTrex 300 Ti. Almost guarantee you it was a mag issue, because I'm surprised this mag made it through today without any issues. So with one hang up, and that's what it seemed to be, as a feeding issue, that was fine. That's fine. Some of them were a little not sparkier. I can't see the spark. I didn't see any sparks, which is interesting. That's why I face towards the camera to try to pick up some of that spark. The sun is not really down, but it is behind clouds, so maybe we'll be able to see some difference. Anyway, and I hope the wind wasn't terrible, because trying to do sound testing in the wind is not fun, and that's not really practical sometimes, but hopefully it's enough to give us a picture for it. But anyway, let's go down to the comments. Let's talk about which one of these cans that you saw today seemed to be best, worked best for you guys. The only can, I would say the only one, two cans surprised me. Two can. The Sandman-K, the shorty little guy, actually did not sound bad. He did not spike my ears and ring my bell. I don't know how. I really don't know. If I stuck an e-brake on there, it'd be even better. I was actually pleasantly surprised by that. That was very surprising to me. Also, and it's not really a surprise, but the Nomad, again with dead air, the Nomad L had, I think, the most back pressure, but that's a very traditional can as far as baffles goes, and it was the biggest one. So it should, in my understanding, be producing the most back pressure, which would make sense why it had the most back pressure. Anyway, I'm sneezing, hacking, coughing, and I think it's time to wrap stuff up. So let's go talk about it in the comments which one worked best in your opinion from what you saw, and which can do I not have that I should have on here because you have it and you think it's awesome. I'd love to hear back from you guys on that stuff. Let's go talk about it in the comments. Y'all be good to be safe. Appreciate you, and hopefully we'll catch you next time. See ya. That's all she wrote.